Okay, guys, welcome to a cube draft. I haven't been doing much content for a while, but Cube's here. I was away in the States for I was in somewhere near Buffalo. I don't know, doing stuff there. So that's why I missed most Cube week, but I'm doing some now. What interests me here is a bunch of good like mono red cards or just red cards in general. This guy's a little better in mono red, but and so is this. This thing's fine in any red deck though. Still very good even in Cube. Shelldock Isle is a bomb. If you've never played with this card, it's very good. We also have Armageddon. Armageddon's a very strong card. It's just not usually the style of decks I like to play. So I think I'm actually going to go with Shelldock Isle here. Over all these good red cards. Sphinx is a cool reanimation target. Other stuff's decent. Yeah, let's just take Shelldock Isle. Yeah, this card is so good. People definitely tend to underestimate it. So what interests me here is having taken the blue card. Ancestral Visions is a very good card. The Moto Cube's not powered, obviously, but this is close thing you can get to Ancestral Recall. What else we got? They got a Billing Wrath. Damnation, that's a pretty solid card. I mean, it's Wrath, right? This is a good, decent dual land. Fallen Shaman's pretty cool. Regrowth, you can do some cool stuff with, but yeah, I'm going to take Ancestral Visions here. In terms of the changes they made to the cube, I dislike most of them. I really like what they've done with black for the most part, other than putting in, like, they decided to put in a bunch of bullshit Avacyn Restored cards in each color. In white, I think that Avacyn over Iona is just fucking awful because no one, like, you don't hard cast those cards. So the mana costs don't really matter, and Iona has a much bigger effect on the game. Alright, let's see. Ideas Unbound. I like Solid Pride Mage and aggressive decks. Imperial Seal's pretty great. I mean, it's just Vampire Tutor, for those of you who don't know. This card's worth insane amounts of money in real life. I don't like Wake Thresher that much. He's, like, okay, but he obviously significantly better since Mana Burn got removed from the game, but still. All Sun's Dawn, that's one they added. This one's kind of funny. I mean, it's a pet card. It's like a 720 cube, so, like, sure. Yeah, so I think I'm looking at Maze of Ith or Imperial Seal here. Necromancy's, their way under your deck's cool, but I don't feel like going. I don't know. I'm probably just gonna take Imperial Seal here. It's a little bit stronger than Maze of Ith, and well, it is only sorcery speed. It's a little worse than Vampire Tutor, but it's still quite a good card. I love this card, even in Cube. I love this card. Don't think it's what I'm gonna take here though. I don't know. Shriekmaw is pretty good. Tragic Slip, obviously a good card. Seagate Oracle I actually like a lot. He's just good in like control-y decks. Probably just gonna take Shriekmaw here though. Just removal and a creature. Usually want creatures in your limited decks in some form or another. I don't know. A bunch of cool red cards here, and I don't like this guy at all. But there's some other cards. The card I really like here is Electrolyze, to be honest. This is one they added, I think, and making your opponent discard a card is significantly worse than you drawing a card. That's all I really have to say about this, and being a 1/1 is not that great. Range Tournament I'm actually a big fan of. I just kind of want to take Electrolyze here. I think that's, I could take the duel, but Electrolyze is a really sweet card. You get to draw a card and kill stuff. Vexing Devil, I forget what they took out and added this in, but there are other, even in the most aggressive red decks, there are better 1-drops, unfortunately. So this is another thing they added. I don't like it, really. It's just, like, why? Black has better cards, better removal spells than this. Okay. I mean, you lose the advantage of being a pitch spell when you rely on the greed. Like, this is oftentimes harder to cast than a, I think I'm just going to take either the land or Exalted Angel. Well, I'm not playing any of the colors that the land's in so far, so Exalted Angel's a pretty solid dude. Hey, Creeping Tar Pit, this is really good. Esper Charm, I like Bant Charm more than Esper Charm, but it's still pretty nice because you get all this, like, destroy target enchantment, that's good utility. You don't have to worry about sideboarding that kind of stuff. Drawing 2 cards is obviously better than divination because it's instant speed, and discarding is way better than instant speed because you can do it on the draw step, so you'll always hit something, basically. That said, still going to take Creeping Tar Pit, because that's, like, a really good dual land. Yeah. Intuition. This is a kind of cool card. It's actually kind of similar to Gifts. I'm not going to take it here. It's a cool card, though. Calciderms for more aggressive decks, so I think it's either Mesmeric Fiend or just Reanimate and kind of see if I can make that work farther down the line. Yeah, I'm not losing a lot by taking Reanimate here, and like I don't have to play it. It's a fine card, and probably going to take Sphinx now because it's a pretty solid reanimation target if I do go that route. What else? I saw Necromancy, but I didn't see any enablers for the reanimation deck. I think this was the pack the Necromancy was in, so it didn't wheel. Tap. I don't know. But this. Yeah, I guess a counterspell. There are certainly worse things than just a counterspell. Okay. Fireman Angel, like, red-white duel is actually, like, a really strong 2-color. Like, just to start, you have Lightning Helix and a Ajani. Fuck, what do I take here? Yeah, I guess this guy. I don't really like this guy. But he's actually, people kind of think of him as a bad, ooh, this is a tough one, actually. I really want Tragic Slip, but this will help me play Electrolyte. Okay, I'm gonna take this. That was actually a really good pack for the last 4 cards remaining. Like he can make like more higher powered cubes, and that's what's kind of cool about him. Like he's actually decent in such a large cube. It's just like usually he's still not that great. He it's just which decks even want him that bad? I can probably leave Gifts in there. I mean, most of the stuff we have. Exalted Angel. Probably not gonna make. I should probably just have this. Like I don't really intend on playing white. I just kind of took it because it's a pretty strong card. Okay. Yeah. One thing I was thinking about doing was I was in Buffalo at the hotel. Freaking recording an America draft and forcing red, white, blue because America. I don't know. I thought that was kind of a funny idea, but I didn't bring a mic or anything, so you'd have to listen to it on my god awful webcam mic. Not a big fan of these guys. They got added. I'm probably just gonna take a fetch. Silverblade Paladin's actually a really strong card. Like, this is a card I totally agree. The 3 cards I most agree with the matting from Avacyn Restored are Silverblade, Restoration Angel, and Tameo, because those should totally make just powered cubes in general. Yeah, I don't really know what to take here. Probably just the fetch. I don't really have anything to fetch with the fetch. You could take Cloud Skate or Trade Wind. I don't have enough creatures for Trade Wind. That good. I can always find more creatures. It's just pack 2. Silver Paladin's really strong. I don't think I could like play him in my deck. Alright, we'll just take Cloud Skate here. Like Catacombs is good, but I didn't really have anything to fetch. If it was like a blue-black fetch or like blue-red, but it was like black-green, and I don't know. I'd have to find black-green lands. This guy, I think they just added this guy, but I totally agree with this. This guy should like I think he is in a lot of powered cubes ever since Dark Ascension came out. He's a really good creature. You get in a 3/3 flyer, like for 4 mana, so that's an efficient creature for beatdown decks, and it's a removal spell. Like I'm a really big fan of it. What are we looking at here? Probably just like him and Into the Royal, and I think I like him a little more. He's a creature. Into the Royal's a cool card, but I'm a big fan of Dungeon Geists, actually. I'm glad they came out, so I got a chance to talk about them. Leaving Gifts and Reanimate in there for now, but like I have to get certain cards. Sigarda, I actually don't mind them adding this. Green-white is like, it's fairly tough. I believe this might be like the 4th best green-white multicolor card for Cube. I don't know. Probably just going to take Underground Sea in case you guys are wondering. So I'm just going to talk about this until I have to. But Sigarda, my only beef is I forget what they removed, but I know it wasn't Mirari's Wake. Is that Mirari's Wake? The 5 mana Anthem plus land thing. And this is better than Mirari's Wake and like questionably better for what they took out for it. I honestly... Someone sent me a spreadsheet like that some guy made. Ooh, almost clicked Beachfly. Detailing. Oh, they took it. They tried to like stop Storm and they put in more fucking Storm cards for some reason. Yeah, Underground Sea. I like lands. Lands are cool. So now that fetch would have been fine, but still. Okay, I'm not a big fan of zombie cutthroat. Storm. Engineered explosives is pretty. Oh, eh. There's actually not much I want here. I might just take the land. I think Eternal Witness is a really good card. Clybo Ranger, like, there's a lot of good cards. Unless I want engineered explosives. Even them. Dissipate just isn't, like, I don't want to pick it that early. Yeah, I'm just going to take the land here. Lands are cool and fun. And they let you play your spells. Like, or I guess I do have one, like, I have a card to reanimate. But, like, I'm not just going to throw them both in the deck, because that would be pretty fucking poor. This is quite good for. These are both like reanimation. Like this, in case you're wondering, is the 3/1 flyer for 2 like really what Black wants that his opponent can stop? No. This card is in the cube because it has a 0 mana discard cost and it's only 2 mana itself. A lot of good white cards in here. Vidalcan Shackles might. Yeah, maybe I should just take Vidalcan Shackles. I mean, like, I don't have a white thing to make this better because obviously that becomes sweet with gifts. When you just throw like 3 reanimation targets and a burial rites. Or no, you can just do right the gifts trick where you just pick. I could just pick like Sphinx on barrier. Ooh, that seems. Oh, Shackles is probably stronger, but I'm gonna do this because that'd be kind of cool. I do need probably more reanimation targets, so I'm not just like relying on having not drawn Sphinx. Tidings, they cut Opportunity. Is that the instance we want? I'm pretty sure they took that one out from what I remember. Greaves are like fine. Plague Sliver is cool, I guess. I don't even know. I don't like Lake of the Dead. Bleh. They have a lot of mono black lands compared to the non-basics and other colors. I'm actually a big fan of Willbender because my first ever deck, like when I first started playing, I consider myself having started playing with 8th edition, but when I like technically started playing, 8th edition was out, but I bought like the Onslaught or Legion's Morph deck, and this guy was in here. Yeah, I'm just gonna take him. Yeah, and that guy was in there. But like, I didn't know what the fuck I was like. Can you imagine that your first deck being more? It was one with Willbender or whatever. Kaiga's not only not a bad reanimation target, but also just a solid finisher. I think I'm gonna take that over the consistency that Ponder offers me. Although Ponder is a card I like a lot in these kind of slower decks. Just gonna take Kaiga though. Eh. They took out Time Warp and put this in. This is all from what I remember off the spreadsheet. Oh, I'm probably just gonna take this guy. Power Sink. Oh, that's not Power Drain or Mana Drain. The 2 mana counterspell that gives you mana. I don't think that's in the cube. I'm not sure if that's on Magic Online. Yeah, like I understand. It's just a change of pace from Time Warp. Like, I think I prefer Time Warp because you actually have a chance to hardcast it. I'm just gonna take this guy and. Now we have at least a couple finishers slash reanimation targets. Land tax wield. What are these kids doing? I feel like I should just hate this over something like Augury Adept that might not even make the deck. Yeah, we're just gonna hate land tax. What are you doing? Don't you know that land tax is the shiznat? We're actually like fine for reanimation targets now. Like if I can make the deck work, I need to find a few more enablers probably. But I'm just gonna pass up on Woodful Farmers here. Hexparasite's fine. He's anti-planeswalker card. That's his main purpose. But he has utility roles. I'm just gonna take it into the Royal though, because it'll most likely make the deck. Is just a solid card. And well, I thought we had enough reanimation targets, but I'm not gonna play any of this other stuff. So I guess we'll take Avacyn. I think that was the pack Una's Prowler was in, wasn't it? Or no, it was next pack? I don't know. I'm gonna take Dissipate. I'm not a big fan of Future Sight. Yeah, this was the pack. Okay, so someone took Una's Prowler. No, I'm not gonna be sunbursting anything. I don't think I want to play Deprive either, but not going to be sunbursting too much of anything. Everything's kind of hard castable. So like, obviously, obviously I'm good. I'd play slowly in there. I mean, he's fine. What the fuck? Come on. Like, they took out Destructive Force Fist. Destructive Force just does everything this card does better. Like, not even a ton of decks wanted Destructive Force, but, like, you know, the Wildfire decks did. I know. Anyways, Sphinx won't be getting hardcasted, but I could certainly hardcast Simic Sky Swallower if I wanted to. Definitely, Kaiga will probably make the deck regardless of whether I go, because he's just a 6. 6 and 7 is so much different. In terms of like, just like, come on, guys. And a bit of come on with this one as well. I really want to take Vindicate, but I actually don't have any mana fixing for white. Gideon, obviously, sweet. Probably Bitter Blossom. Is my deck really aggressive enough to take advantage of Bitter Blossom? Guess that's the question. Manleak would be a fine wheel. Any of the cards. Gideon's really sweet, but certainly not in white. I could take this. If we had Verdant Catacombs, I could, like, well, no, but I wouldn't take Vindicate. So, Yeah, probably just gonna take Bitter Blossom here. Okay. Bitter Blossom is a very powerful card, even in decks that aren't really set up to back it up well, I guess. I don't know. This is cute. We just get to play with all the powerful cards. By the way, this is a Swiss. I always do Swiss when Cube's around because the point of Cube isn't to win packs, it's to make a cool deck, and you want to play the most amount of games you can with said cool deck. So that's my reasoning on that one. Obviously Strip Mine's pretty savage, so is Demonic Tutor. Olivia is actually pretty good. I think she's definitely a really strong black-red multicolored card. Don't want to play her, not necessarily. Oh, why didn't I hide right around? Come on, brain. So here, there's some cool cards, but I really feel if I had like more artifacts, I could use this guy for reanimating Sphinx. But Skull Clamp's good. Well, Skull Clamp's pretty nuts with Bitter Blossom, but I feel like it's still a little worse than Strip Mine or Demonic Tutor. And I guess I just want Demonic Tutor a little more than Strip Mine. I like being the guy who wins from his cards a little more than winning from the opponent not being able to play his cards. Exhume, there's another reanimation spell. If you see Humorari's Wake, I got the name right. Sundering Titan, Koth, Profane Command might just be the pick here. Or no, well, we already have Imperial Seal, so I don't really need. Exhume's pretty good, but like we don't have any enablers for animation. Profane Command like technically reanimates, but you're not cheating anything as you play. Like playing 10 for Sphinx of the Steel Wind is not a blowout. It's just value because you're usually killing something or draining them as well. Like this really has the two main ways this gets used is you kill something and you bring a guy back, or you give all your guys fear and you drain them for a billion life. Okay, Ninja. Okay, we'll probably wheel Exhume if no one's playing the reanimated deck. Although I suspect someone is because we didn't get that Una's Prowler. What's our curve look like? Well, it's hard to say because there's a lot of cards I want to cut that are in here. Like, I'm always looking at our curve for Dark Confidant. Yeah. I mean, Maelstrom Pulse is fine as well. I could just take that. Like, I have some mana fixing for green. I probably shouldn't have passed that fetch. I forgot what I took over it, but that fetch was probably better. Yeah, I guess I just, like, Agony Orb's fine, actually. Maybe I take that, but I don't know. Dark Confidant, we'll see how the deck works out. If I end up playing, like, these dudes to primarily reanimate, Dark Confidant, probably not the best card. Spellskite's pretty sweet. So is Havengulich. So is Shadow Mage Infiltrate. This is a sweet pack for us. And Aeon Chronicler, actually, I'm a big fan of. I don't think he's better than any of these three. I mean, Havengulich, similar to Profane Command in the way it reanimates. Spellskite's probably the best, to be honest. But who am I more likely to wheel out of these? Because I really want both these cards, totally. I guess I'll go with Lich here, and then maybe I'll wheel this. I don't know. Shadow Mage Infiltrator is a really cool card, though. Okay. Well, there's Grave Titan. Better than Grimgrin. Desertion's actually pretty sweet. If you've never like deserted, it's the best feeling in the world when you like use desertion on something with shroud or hexproof. Cause like like control magic or freaking treachery, none of that would be able to get that. This is actually a reanimation enabler. However, I can't. Oh, so is this. So maybe I wheel Putrid Imp, and then we can make. Our deck still won't work that well. That's the issue. But yeah, Grave Titan is like first pickable 6-drop. I'd play him over Kaiga. So yeah. Inquisition's fine. Urborg's fine. Miscalculation's fine. I just want to take Kira. I don't know. She's not great in like a not heavy creature deck, but like I actually want to play quite a few creatures because a lot's getting cut. Like depends on what kind of packages we can make here. Okay. Well, we have Control Magic, which is a really good card. Gonna take it over Terminate, all this kind of stuff. Forbid's cool, but Control Magic is pretty busted. Yeah, we're definitely going to have some cuts to make with this deck, but it's going to be fun. Okay, we did not wheel Mana Leak. We did wheel Curse Catcher, but I don't really want him. Top? People like top, but I just get fucking frustrated by it. Like, it's so dirty. And I guess we'll take Fettergeist if we end up playing like a low creature count deck. He's actually pretty decent. Ooh, we got some options. Psychotog's pretty alright, actually, most decks. Shit, was this the pack I was hoping? No, I think it's next pack is Exhume. I should really keep track of stuff. Grave Robber's also fine. Juicy Apprentice. These are all good. I guess I'll just take Psychotog. Get all the blue-black cards, right? Oh man, what if I wheel Agony Warp and Shadow Mage Infiltrator? I'll have like all the blue-black cards in the cube, I think. Exhume, sweet. Yeah, gonna take it. I mean, I'm not gonna play any of this other stuff. Main issue is that we have to wheel the Imp to even have ways. Well, no. Gifts Ungiven gets us stuff into our graveyard. Yeah, it might be worth just playing. Yeah, I really hope I wheel that in, basically. But like, our deck can go like we can just play like a blue-black control-y deck, that kind of stuff, or like or we can reanimate like gifts plus Unburial Rites plus one fatty still does work. Shit, this is no Imp is next pack. I don't even know. I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. Hopefully we see that Imp. Yeah, that Imp in case you can't even tell because it's even worse. Yay! Shadow Mage. I think I might have missed the Imp, but still. We wheeled Shadow Mage. Yeah, we're gonna have a pretty fun deck. Oh, sweet. Imp, and oh no, we get even more blue-black cards. Yeah, but if I wanna, like, I have a bunch of ways to build this deck, is what I really enjoy at the moment. So, I'm gonna put Imp in there, and if, like, with all these tutors, and, like, a solid amount of, like, we can probably make Reanimator work, even though we only have 1-2-ish enablers. I don't have any white mana fixing though. I actually need that to make um well, not only to just hardcast but just to make frickin' Unburial Rites work. So we're gonna have to see here. Get the fuck out of here, Headhunter. Dark Confidant, like I said, it's the final curve of the deck. Like I have so many options on how to build this. I actually think I want Plague Sliver. So we're at 18 right now. We got quite a few cards here. I don't want Deprive. I would rather play Essence Scatter than Deprive. I don't think I want either of these three. I don't really want Dissipate. I'd rather have Essence Scatter. Gifts, if we like do the reanimating. Okay, so we are currently at 27. We have one more reanimation target if we need it. I just don't know how reliable reanimation is going to be. Although those fatties will like also be fine with Shelduck Isle and cheating them into play that way. We still have to cut 4 cards, and like I would have been fine playing Dissipate or stuff like. So let's see, what do we want to cut? Well, if we go down the plan that we're thinking about going down, Dark Confidant's gonna be good, and I think Will Bender's just one of the weaker cards, so I'm gonna take him out. Yeah, Putrid Imp is our only way to deal with Oh wait, yeah, Putrid Imp is our only real way to deal with like drawing our targets. Otherwise, we can just guess for them and toss them in the yard. I mean, the mana fixing for Sky Swallower is basically free. Don't I like? Probably, like, Psychotog's good, but... Oh no, Psychotog is way better than Putrid Imp. What the fuck am I... Because Psychotog lets us discard. Shit, I picked Psychotog just being like, I'm gonna draft all the blue-black cards. And I didn't even realize that it was a frickin' enabler for exactly what we were trying... Although, might want to leave Putrid Imp as well. I guess I'll just cut Essence Scatter. I mean, I see this deck tapping out a lot, so... Well, let's try this then. Or do I want to cut, like, we have like 4 things. Having Glitch isn't even that good in our deck, but I just want to play him because it seems fun. I can cut Sky Swallower, but the mana fixing for him is basically free. Same with Electrolyze. And we're gonna need to play like at least 1, if not 2 planes. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Yeah, Psychotog, I feel like he's just more of a useful creature than Putrid Imp in general. So, I'd rather have him for my enabler. Alright, oh, we're on curve already. Alright, let's throw all these things in. Okay. So that's 28, and I'm just going to stats it up real quick and see what we're looking. So we're definitely playing 1 planes. Well, let's see what Moto suggests. Probably a lot of 1-ofs of the lands. Just 1/5. I think that's correct, actually. I kind of want to play more planes. I'm not sure if it's worth it. Because we have... Basically, we have 8 sources for blue and black. Actually, 9. For blue. Yeah, so why don't we do that then? Although blue does have quite a few doubles, but it's still going to have 8 sources. So, okay, let's try that. Might not be the most effective, but I just really want gifts and plus some barrier rights to work a lot of the time. Yeah, it's a shame I didn't get any white mana fixing, because with the whole draft thing, like, okay, white's not going to play. I could play land tax now that I'm playing white, but it just doesn't seem like worth upsetting balance. Like, anytime we have land tax but not a planes in our hand, it's just fucking awful, right? Like, the thing it's going to be best at doing is finding the planes, which we're already going to have in play if we're playing this. Alright, this looks like the deck. It's kind of like a control/reanimation, not really being incredibly great at either. Oh, wait. Wait, what? I only have 16 lands. Shit. How did that happen? What? Okay. It's not... Oh. Well, we can add another island then. That's so weird. Like, Moto was recommending me to play, a 39 card deck, I guess. I was considering trying out the new Magic Online client for recording this cube draft. Maybe I'll do another with the new Magic Online client. I'm just afraid it's gonna be buggy and stuff, but might be cool to try out since I think it's on its public preview thing right now. All right, we're gonna go with this. Hopefully it works out, and I will see you guys in round 1. What up? Round 1. Opponent deciding